from the Myrtle's Plantation. The story of the ghosts of Myrtle's Plantation continues to gain traction. Myrtle's Plantation in St. Francisville, Louisiana, is well known among those who are interested in ghost stories and spooky locations. Myrtle's Plantation, now a bed and breakfast hotel, is widely believed to be haunted and has served as a proving ground for many paranormal investigators. There have been supposedly 10 murders at Myrtle's Plantation, and it is said that the house is home to at least 12 ghosts. Although there is universal agreement that the house is haunted, only a select few ghost stories have any basis in reality. Myrtle's Plantation's lore, however, is just as intriguing as the concept of ghosts. Chloe, a true story of heroism and sacrifice. At Myrtle's Plantation, Chloe is a well-known ghost. There is no evidence that she actually worked as a slave for Clark and Sarah Woodruff. Despite rumors to the contrary, no evidence suggests that Woodruff was a slave owner. Despite this, numerous people think that Chloe still haunts the plantation. The mythology surrounding Chloe has two competing narratives. One theory is that Clark Woodruff coerced her into becoming his mistress. The other is that she used to eavesdrop on the Woodruffs through the door and window keyholes. The Woodruffs severed one of her ears after she was discovered. A green turban was reportedly worn by her to hide the severed ear. According to legend, Chloe poisoned the Woodruffs' birthday cake with oleander leaf extracts after boiling and reducing them in an effort to exact vengeance. There are a plethora of competing explanations for her actions. However, only Sarah Woodruff and her two daughters ate the poisoned cake, so her plan backfired. The rest of Clark's family got sick, but he and his son avoided it by not eating the cake. The final act of Chloe's brutal murder was a hanging. Her corpse was subsequently dumped in the Mississippi. People still say a woman in a green turban is lurking around the building. There's William Winter and the 17 Steps. Sometime in the second half of the 1860s, William Winter and Sarah Sterling tied the knot. For over a decade, from 1865 to 1880, the Winter family called the plantation home. William Winter was killed by a certain E.S. Weber in 1871 on the front porch. The story goes that he tried to drag himself up the stairs to the first floor so he could be with his wife, but he collapsed and died on the 17th step. Another urban myth has it that he collapsed on the 17th step while holding his wife. The plantation is still said to be haunted by him. A witness claims to have seen him make his way up the stairs, either dragging or crawling, and then stopping on the 17th step. Workers and guests have reported hearing his dying footsteps around the office. Stories from the Indian graveyard and other locations. There have been rumors that a young Native American woman haunts the plantation because it was built on an Indian burial ground. In addition, 3 Civil War soldiers are said to have been killed in the house during a raid by Union troops. Native American Cemetery. Residents have reported strange occurrences in their neighborhood. Supposedly, no amount of cleaning effort will remove a blood stain the size of a human from one of the walls. Cleaners have not been able to move brooms or mops across that spot, despite repeated attempts at cleaning. Photos seem to back up the plantation's strangest tale, that of Sarah Woodruff and her daughters being spotted on the property. They say their ghost is stuck in one of the mirrors around the house. Some say they've seen all of them in this mirror, and even caught them leaving handprints on occasion. True or false? 10 brutal murders. In spite of widespread belief that 10 murders have taken place in Myrtle's Plantation, only one, that of William Winter, is supported by historical records. Historical records don't support the other 2. According to the available evidence, Sarah Woodruff and one of her daughters likely perished from yellow fever, while Mary Octavia, the other daughter, likely passed away as an adult rather than a child. Whether or not these tales are grounded in reality, there is no denying that there are forces at work in Myrtle's Plantation that we do not fully comprehend. Myrtle's Plantation's spectral reputation will forever draw paranormal investigators intent on learning the truth.